What's up, guys? Alright, well, I went and picked up the new logos today, and I just got done putting them on. I ripped the old style off and put the new ones on. Now they match this truck here, which you guys have seen before many times. Alright, well, bear with me, I'm going to bounce you around here for a second. Hold on, guys, I'm going to spin you around. Spin you around. I gotta mount you to the dash here for a minute so I can get cruising down the road. You guys getting dizzy yet? Alright. I think that's good. No, close. Alright. You're good. So what I am doing is, you guys seen that? That was the last thing I had to do as far as swapping the old logo over. The new shirts should be done at the end of this week, they said, which I have gone with. You guys have seen my shirts in the past. One year I had gray shirts, and I had, I don't know, last year I had, they look yellow to me, like fluorescent yellow, but they call it safety green. I had those shirts. So this year with the new logo, what I did was I got all my shirts done in blue. It's like a royal blue, a really cool blue color. And then the writing is all done in that safety green, they call it, which is that fluorescent yellow. And instead of just putting my business name like you see it on my trucks now, what I changed it to, instead of just seeing it in the middle, I have it going across the shoulders of all my shirts. So it kind of looks like a jersey, like a sports jersey. And I think it'd be super cool. And then, you know, it's smaller right up here on the left chest. So those should be done this week. I went through and did all of my templates for my letterheads, my envelopes, all my invoicing, everything that had my old logo on the top corner of it. I went through it all this weekend, changed it all. Oh, there's my wife. Stand by. Hello? Hi. Good. I just got done putting the logos on the Duelly, and now I'm going to drop off the rest of those mailers. Oh, no, because I told Nick just print them off for me, because we're having to buy new tires and everything else, and I'm dumping enough money on that truck right now. So I just put them on. It was easy. They look really good. I like them. Yup. They cover the entire door, and I was pulling up to the house this morning. I looked, I'm like, man, you can't even read. Like, you can tell there's a logo on the doors, but you can't even read what it says. So you can read it now. Here, well, yeah, like when you get up close to the Duelly, like you can tell what it said, but like coming at it, you can never even read what it says. Like, I never realized how hard it was to actually read, but you'll see it now, that's for sure. Alrighty, but I'm going to do this. I really need to take that paper down to town of Port Court that I found, and I forgot. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. The one from that case that I was supposed to bring back down them, and then they sign over on it, and then I take it out to Lockport. Yeah, so they go after that girl's garnish her wages. Yep. Alrighty, I will talk to you tomorrow. Alright, love you too. Bye. Alright, guys, so anyway, that was my wife. So what the hell was I talking about? Alright, so yeah, so this weekend I finally got everything switched over. The last thing that I had to do as far as switching that logo over to the new logo was that truck, which is done, yes. So I'm super stoked about that new logo. You know, even though it's not really even a logo, it's my business name, but just the way it's designed with the block lettering, then the italic lettering below it, you know, and the color contrast I have. But it's mine. It's all mine. Anyway, yeah, so I love it. I love the way it looks. It's clean. It's to the point. It's very visible. So anyway, my day today started off with I had to report at 8:30 this morning to Supreme Court because I got summoned for jury duty. Yay. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I was hoping I could one way or another get out of doing it, but you really can't. You just gotta do it. You gotta suck it up and do it. They used to have all these restrictions, like if you were in law enforcement, if you were a doctor, if you were a firefighter, whether paid or volunteer, if you were over the age of 70, like there was all these things that you could use to get out of doing it. Well, they changed all that in '96, and in New York anyway, and you no longer can do it. The guy was going, I didn't even know this, the guy was going through all these rules and regulations with us this morning while we were there, and he's telling us that all changed because people were just coming up with crap to get out of doing this, which, hell, I don't blame them, but, so anyway, so he's sitting there and they went through the whole thing. By 10 o'clock, they were going to take us down to the jury room and start with the questions, where, you know, they ask each person all these questions, I guess is how the process goes, and then they decide based on that whether you could be an impartial judge or impartial juror for this case or not, that they're trying to use you for. And they start the process of selecting their jurors, which they needed 12. Well, and like I said, it was about 10 o'clock, and they were going to take us down there, and the judge came in the waiting room that we were all sitting in and said the kid that was being prosecuted for the assault charge, which is what the case was about, obviously, his lawyer just called the courthouse and said that they agreed to a plea deal. So it's done. The kid's going away, he's going to jail, but not nearly as long as he would have. But so it's done, and he said, thank you everybody for coming. Sorry to have wasted your time, but you guys are good to go, and now you are taken out of the random poll where they pick your names for 6 years. So now I won't get summons again for 6 years, and out the door I went. I was gone. I didn't wait for shit. I was out of there. And so that is perfect. Like, why couldn't they have done this in January when I was sitting on my ass not doing anything? Like, I mean, I only plowed a handful of times in January, worked for breaks a few days here and there, but overall I sat on my ass through January. But they do it now when, you know, the season's breaking and I'm running estimates every day, and I'm trying to get my mowing lists in order for my routes planned out for the year. I'm trying to get the stuff done with the trucks. I'm trying to get everything ready to go. And now I get summons for jury duty, so it couldn't have come at a worse time. But either way, I got out of it. I escaped that one. I don't know how. I'm the type of guy that would win the lottery and die the next damn day. So I just do not have luck like that. But either way, I'm out of it. Woohoo! And boogity boogity. So I get on with my day. I went and picked up those decals, got the new decals on the Duelly as you saw, and when I ordered my Every Door Direct mailers, I ordered them in a bigger chunk than what I needed because I wasn't 100% sure yet on where I was targeting. And then once I made that decision, I ended up with like 200 and something more, almost 300 more than what I needed. So, so I was sitting around this weekend and I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, I'm just sitting here on these Every Door Direct mailers, not a few left from last year too. I'm like, I want to burn these things up, man. Like, they ain't doing shit, they ain't making me no money just sitting here. So what I did was, I went onto my account again on the USPS website, and I started looking for different areas I wanted to target and look for a route. See, the thing is, you have to, there's restrictions on those Every Door Direct mailers. You have to send out a minimum of 200 of them, minimum. So I had like 300. Every route was like 5, 6, 7, 800 mailers you needed to cover that route. And I'm like, damn it. Like, what do I do? Like, and you can pick and choose what streets you don't want to go to so you can cut them back. But man, that takes a lot of time to go through and figure out what's what. And that's just a pain in the ass. So what I did is I tried to find a route closer to where I work already or where I'm targeting already, you know, find the next closest neighborhood. So as luck would have it, this big expansion that I was making this year, right on the outskirts of where my mailer stopped, the very next like few streets, there was like a total of like 257 houses actually. And I had like 200, I think when I count them out, I caught like 265 or 266 mailers I had left. So I was like, woohoo! So I logged it on, I printed out the paperwork for it, I bundled them all up in the bundles you got to do them in, and I paid for it right online, so I'm running them up there right now. So now those will go out to that very next neighborhood, and now I don't have them sitting around. They're out making me money like I want them to do. But yeah, so a lot of guys, since I put up a lot of these EDDM, the Every Door Direct Mailer videos, a lot of guys have sent me inbox messages, commented on the videos, this and that, you know, asking me for all kinds of info on these. And just so you guys know, I do not mind at all. Don't feel bad about sending me, you know, emails or messages, whatever. I don't always get them right away. It just depends on if Google Plus wants to actually do what it was designed to do that day. If it's working the way it's supposed to, then they hit my phone like that, so I get them pretty quick. And as long as I'm not too busy, I can respond to you right away. But I think anyone that sent me a message, they can tell you I've definitely responded to them in under 24 hours. So definitely, if you guys have any questions, get at me, man. I will definitely try to help you out any way I can. Somebody needed to know what the post markings had to look like on the back, and it's standard. I don't care if you live in New York or Mexico. It's standard. The post markings, they have to be on there. And when you use your printer, your printing company, and have those, you design your mailers, they have them printed for you. You have to have that posting printed on the back. It has to be part of your design, so that it's already there when you get them sent to you. And then when you take them to the post office, they look to make sure it's there, and it better already be there, or they'll reject them. Then what do? Then you're screwed. You can't just write it on there in pen or marker or something. It's got to already be printed on there. So make sure you guys have that done before you have them printed, because otherwise you just wasted a shitload of money. And then what are you going to do with them? At that point, all you can do is drive around and stick them in boxes, you know, and you can only put them in newspaper boxes, because it's a federal offense if you put anything in, on, taped, frickin' glued to. I don't give a shit what you do. If you put anything, if you touch a regular mailbox, it is a federal offense. I don't give a shit what state you live in. If you don't believe me, look it up. That's the rules, Jack. So don't do it. I believe I want to say it's pretty much the same no matter what state you live in. Who knows? I'm sure maybe there is a state that's different somewhere. But the standard across the board is they can charge you up to $5,000 per mailer per mailbox. You put out 1,000 mailers, guess what, pal? $5,000 times 1,000. You do the math. You want to pay it? No. And they will. The postman delivering the mail, he'll look and he'll be on his route. 3 mailboxes, 4 mailboxes, start seeing a bunch of mailboxes in a row that all have these. He's like, I didn't deliver this shit. And he pulls them out and he starts taking them out of all the mailboxes, takes them back to the post office, gives them to the postmaster. Postmaster calls the sheriff and they knock on your door. Here you go. And they give them back to you. Usually they'll give you a warning, but if they've caught you before, guess what? You're in trouble. So don't do it. That's my advice to you. So anyway, guys, make sure it's on the back. If you guys don't know what it needs to look like, or you can't find it online, send me an email. Okay, my email is very easy. countryside.lawn@yahoo. Anybody can figure that out. countryside.lawn@yahoo. If you have any questions on those mailers, you know, get a hold of me. Send me a message, and I will get back to you. I can even, a couple of people have already asked me for it, and I actually, in the email, I sent them an attachment of the image of exactly what it's supposed to look like. So you just copy it right from there. And so you guys can get this. I would really hate to hear one of you guys, you know, send me a message and tell me that that you printed those out, had your printer print out all those mailers, and you didn't know they were supposed to be on there. You went to the post office and they wouldn't even take them, and now you're screwed. So don't let that happen, you guys. I warned you. You've seen this video. So if you have any questions on any of the mailers, get a hold of me. Well, anyway, I am going to dump these off, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else we add to this, but this is pretty much an informational video to help you guys out with those mailers and to show you the new logo on the truck. Not that you haven't already seen it, because it's on this truck, and I've showed it to you in a couple places online, but yeah, buddy, that's what it looks like. Alright, guys, I'm out. What up, guys? Alright, so what I did was, I got you guys on that grip type thing. This thing is cool as hell. I showed you in the other video. Anyway, let me flip you around here so I can see. Alright, so where are we at today? So we got the new logo put on the dually. Yeah, buddy, that old style one is gone, not there anymore. Oh, you see the trailer? Oh, that's the trailer I've been working on all winter. I put outside there, and now I gotta go pressure wash. Well, I think I showed you guys another video. I can't remember. What I did was, I told you, see, it's got them bitty tires on there. I got to get rid of those, and you see the other trailer back there. Get rid of those tires and put regular tires on it, and the inside of the wheel wells still aren't done. It's got those parts there for the old style lights are all smashed up, and these things frickin' you smash, like, see, look, I can push that thing, they're loose, bust up. Those are coming right off there. All new LED lighting is going on the back there. It's probably gonna go right down along the bottom here, right past where I welded them hinges on. So they'll go, they're bar lights, they'll go there on both sides. But yeah, so the inside's not done yet. I did spray the whole thing with the spray on truck bed liner, all the way around, and the cage, all that. So, and I welded chains in there. You can see them dangling in there from where, so that when it comes open, it'll only go open so far, and it'll stop. But, and there's the ramp that I built on there. The hinges I cut down and built. I think I showed you guys all this. Anyway, so I got to pressure wash the inside of that out, and then spray the whole thing with that spray on truck bed liner, because that's all metal down in there. That's all metal. Flat bottom. Like I said, this trailer was used to haul brush. It had really tall sides on it, but it was used to haul brush and all other kinds of stuff, and I just took all them sides off and welded all that bracing in there all the way around. I built the cage, built the gate, and yeah, the regular tires, as soon as they come in, will be going on, and I'll spray the inside of the wheel wells there when I take those off. The lights are coming off tomorrow, in which I will put the new ones on. Oh, there's the plow. I took the wings off. The wings are down in the shelf. The wings are right down there. I took them off, and I went to Harbor Freight, and see those 3 dollies? They say they're 1,000 pounds a piece. Well, my blade, for any of you guys that don't know already, it is a Boss RT3 Poly 7.6. And it is it weighs, I think it come out to just over like 540 pounds, 550 pounds, something like that. So it's a light blade. So what I did, you can see it's took a beating this winter. Over the summer, I'm gonna rip these pins out, get them out of there, put new pins in. I'm gonna sand all this down, all this little surface rust scale and crap. I'm gonna sand it all down, and I'm gonna reshoot the whole thing down in there, everything. But anyway, so I wanted to get it on them so I can move it around whenever I need to and get that put into the garage here. And let me find a place to mount you guys. I'm gonna mount you. That's nasty on so many levels. Well, I got this cool new clamp type thing, so I can pretty much put this bastard anywhere. Yeah, and you guys will stay there. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what I got. So I have a whole bunch of these. These are lights I ordered. Actually, 6 of them. Okay. These are what I ordered. These are the new bar lights. Okay. And they're full LEDs. Very easy to assemble. You have a ground, a power, and a neutral, I'm thinking. Sure. Ground, tail, and stop, they actually say. Oh, isn't that kind of funky? But anyway, and they actually stay right on them too. That's fancy. So anyway, these are going on tomorrow. I'm going to rip off them other lights on the trailer I just showed you, and these will go on tomorrow. So I have all new lighting on it. If you're redoing the whole trailer anyway, but new lighting on, right? Right. Besides, them other ones, like I said, man, you smack your shins and all kinds of shit off them damn things. So we'll get them out of the way. These will be tucked underneath. They won't get hit. Easy to see. Very bright. So I will be putting these on tomorrow. And then after I get these on, so some lighting on there that works, I'll hook it to the truck, and I'm going to take it in town to the car wash, pressure wash out the inside of it. So then I can bring it back here, it can dry for a day or so, or however long it takes to dry, depending on how the weather is tomorrow. And then, yeah, now spray that down too. That'll get hit with the spray on truck bed liner. Little update on systems. Let me show you guys this funky crap. Okay, so right up there, let me see, right up there, you guys see the little camera? That's that backup cam I mounted before winter, and I showed you guys that, and it has the screen on the dash that you guys have seen many times. I wired it in, so every time I put it in reverse, that screen comes on. As long as I have the power turned on the camera, which made plowing nice. Made it very nice, actually. Halfway through the winter, that thing crapped out. It comes on. I turn the power on. It's full power to the monitor and everything, but it says no signal, and it doesn't show me any picture. So what I'm thinking is, I ran the wires down that back rack in between the bed and the cab, through the frame rail all the way up, into the engine compartment, through the firewall, into the dash. That's how I wired it in. I'm thinking that I wanted to put black coil over it. Let me see if I can find some. I got so much crap down here. Oh, that's some big gauge wire. This stuff. This loom. This black coil loom. I wanted to put that on it when I ran it under the truck, and I should have, and I didn't. And I'm thinking that ice and crap that got built into the frame rails while I was out plowing, because it got loaded up pretty bad. The whole back end of my truck was sunk down 2-3 inches for a good part of the winter, just because it's so much stuff had stuck in there. But yeah, so I'm thinking it broke one of them wires. But so I don't know, I'll get under there, I'll get it fixed. That's on the to-do list. Another thing that's on the to-do list, see this expanded steel I have here, all this mesh? I got a bunch of pieces here, and I have a bunch left over from that trailer. And what I'm going to do is, see these step bars? These came on the truck, and I like them, but I don't like them. This here is just plastic, and they're just clips that hold them on. The clips are broke off on the other side, but it's got like one in the back, but the one in the front, that clip's broke, so this whole thing moves. And you can see, look what the salt from New York does to these, because they're just chrome plated. So what I'm going to do, my plan is, I'm going to pull these off, and I'm going to sand them down, and I'm going to take, right where those black pieces are, I'm going to take this expanded steel, and I'm going to lay it flat. I'm going to lay it flat right on there. I'll show you. Obviously the pieces are going to be bigger than this, but I'm going to lay it flat on there like that, and it's actually going to, like, I'm gonna like weld it in a spot, and then I'm gonna whack it with a hammer to fold it down, to mold it right down the sides. And I'm gonna do it here, and then again up there where that one is. I'm gonna take these off, obviously. I'm gonna tack weld them in. I'm gonna weld them so they're in place, so these will give some bite, some traction when you step on them. And then I'm gonna spray the entire things with the spray on truck bed liner. So they should not rust again after that. They should last a good deal longer, and I don't have to worry about them black plastic crap pieces coming off there. They'll be much more heavy duty, and I think it'll look pretty cool. But anyway, so, oh, excuse me, Popeyes. But yeah, so that's the deal, guys, and that's where we are right now. So this video covered a lot of random stuff today. But yeah. Alright guys, I am out. I am gonna finish cleaning up some stuff here, and who knows what the afternoon has to offer. We will see. But I'm out.